Hi guys, how are you? I'm Leanne and I'm just doing a 17-month-old update video on my son Matthew. So he was 17 months old on the 14th of March. No, we're now on the 22nd of March, so he's 17, just over 17 months old. As you can see, he's not in the video with me this time because each video I find, or each update video I find that I'm doing, he's just getting busier and busier. And the last one, he definitely didn't want to be held, so I wasn't going to bother him this time. He's calm, he's settled at the minute, and I've just actually put him down for a nap. So yeah, I'll put in some clips of Matthew, maybe a couple of little video clips and pictures to show you how he's getting on. But yeah, he's getting on really, really well. So I'll just start with his height and his weight. So on the 13th of February, when he was still 16 months old, he was 15.5 kilograms and he was 84 centimeters in height. So yeah, he's quite tall. I think he's in like the 98th percentile for weight and like the 78th percentile for height. So yeah, he's quite tall and quite a chubby wee man. He still absolutely loves his food. Like, I really think he doesn't know when enough is enough. Like, he has no off switch. Like, I'm full. He just keeps eating and he loves his food, so we do have to, you know, make sure that we're looking at portion control and not giving him crap, basically. He does like a little treat now and again. Like, I used to give him ice cream as his little treat, but just a little update, I suppose, is he's off dairy now completely, because if you've been watching my videos before, you'll know that Matthew has eczema. So his eczema kind of flared up again, and it was, excuse my nails by the way, I really need to get them done. It was all around his mouth, and it still is around his mouth, and sometimes during the day it's worse than others, like obviously with the dribble and the teething, and he still has his Dodie, and I've tried to cut down the amount that he's taken his Dodie, so he'll really only have it if he's really upset or if he's in the car. You know, if he really needs it, I'll give it to him, but I try other methods of distraction first. It flared up a little bit and kind of in the creases of his arms and the backs of his legs, and a little kind of patch here on the chest as well. So we actually cut dairy there, I think 3 weeks ago. He may have had like a tiny bit of ice cream in the middle of that, but basically we've cut all dairy. So cheese, yogurt, cow's milk, anything dairy. And I did put him on soy, and then I was doing a little bit of research on soy milk, and I switched him to, I don't have it with me actually now, but it's KO milk, cocoa milk. So he's on that at the minute, and it's a non-dairy type of milk. I was thinking of almond milk, but I haven't tried him on almonds. I haven't tried him on any nut-based things yet, because I suppose he's already got kind of allergies, like with the eczema as well. I'm just cautious about starting him with nuts and stuff, anything nut-based. So yeah, I've cut the dairy. I'm making sure he has enough calcium in his diet. He gets quite a bit of green veg as well. In relation to veg, like I couldn't just boil like carrots and broccoli and like put it in front of him and he would eat it. Like, he wouldn't eat it like that. He would eat it maybe with a bit of humus on, or I would have to put it into like make a soup or a stew or mash it up and put a little bit of gravy on it. And then he would take, like, he loves his spuds. He's such, you know, he's such an Irishman. He loves his spuds. Like, he needs spuds like every day to kind of fill him up. So yeah, he would take like a breakfast, lunch and dinner, and he would take a couple of little snacks in between. So we try and make sure them snacks are quite healthy. So he may take a little bit of brown bread or toast with a little bit of humus on, or he may take, if he eats Crispies, it's usually, sometimes he'll have chickadees, which I know are quite bad, but usually I would give him the Organics brand, or the I think it's Goodies brand. So I try and like cut crap. I even give him sugar-free biscuits. Sometimes as like a little snack or a little treat. He'll have fruit. Like, he's mad about bananas, mad about strawberries and mad about blueberries. And we would do like a little healthy pancake recipe some mornings as well. Just banana, blueberries and egg basically. And he loves those so much. So yeah, his diet is going really, really well. He is in, depends on the shop, but he's in, clothing wise, he's in really age 2 to 3 years. Like, clothing. His jeans that he is on at the minute are 2 to 3 years. They're a tiny bit long. His nappy size is now Pampers size 7. I've switched back to Pampers. I will use the Aldi ones now and again, but we're getting too many too many like leaks. It's not even blowouts, it just leaks because his urine capacity as such has increased so much that like I just find Pampers is all that holds his urine right now. I have purchased a potty and I was going to start potty training him, but again through research I find that if I start him now, like he is showing signs of wanting to start potty training, like he's taken off his nappy, he is you know, going towards the toilet. I find at times that he does need to go. There's just certain things I think maybe he is ready, you know, to start the potty training, but yeah, he is still quite young. And through research I found that if you start them too young they can regress. So by all means give me your opinions on it, let me know how you got on. I don't want it to be too much pressure for him or too much pressure for us as well. Like I want it to be when he's ready. So yeah, I don't think necessarily I'm going to start the potty training just yet. Like he's 17 months old, like, you know, I'm still kind of umming and ahhing over it, but I have purchased a potty, so it's there and it's really cute. It's like a little Thomas the Tank Engine potty, and when they pee it like plays music, like so satisfying. Oh, anyway, such a mum. But yeah, so that's him. No potty training just yet. In Pampers size 7s. What else with Matthew? His sleep, his sleep, he's always slept well, quite well. He, like, even from birth he slept quite well. The night feeds were cut at like 6 to 7 weeks. He didn't have night feeds anymore. Some people might think that's quite young, but he was getting a substantial amount of milk, you know, and he was sleeping through, and I wasn't going to go and wake him for a bottle. So yeah, he's always been kind of a good sleeper, and he always would have gone about 10 hours, 10 to 12 hours sometimes. Just the past month, it seems to be whether he has 1 nap or 2 naps, he will go down, like even if he went down to bed at like 8, half 8, say like he's only had 1 nap that day, like he's going to be tired at like half 7, 8 o'clock. So if he went down at that time, he would be awakening about half 5, anytime between half 5 and half 6. If he has 2 naps and he goes down at like half 9 and he goes down a little bit later, he still seems to be awakening at that time. So we actually got a blackout blind and we put that up in his bedroom, and he's still waking up. So and he's getting enough food at night, he's getting his bottle at night. He isn't like overly wet, like it wouldn't be that he wakes up, I change his nappy and he goes back to sleep. Like I think he knows if he wakes up during the night, he knows he's going to sneak in with us. So I've tried to kind of let him cry it out for a couple of minutes. I've tried to change his nappy and settle him. Sometimes he'll settle back to sleep in his cot and other times he won't. But he is, you know, this week he is, I suppose, sleeping through. But last night was only, I think it was 10:30 he went to sleep, and he was awake this morning at 5:45. So yeah, he's not sleeping through as much as he was before. So it's taken us a while to get used to this new early riser that we have. But because I wasn't used to that, like I was used to him waking up at like 8 o'clock. But it's probably a good thing, it gets us in routine as well. I did try and cut his second nap, which was suggested to me to maybe try that. It didn't really work for him. I find that he does need a second nap of some kind, even if it's a short nap. Like if he starts falling asleep at 5 o'clock, it's probably not good to let him sleep for 2 hours. But yeah, he does tend to take maybe a longer nap in the morning and then a shorter nap in the afternoon. He is just the most lovable child. He is talking quite a bit now as well. He's running everywhere. He's just into everything at the minute. He will say mum, mama, like it's so funny. He will just shout mum and just keep going mum, mum, and I'm like yes, yes Matthew, and he goes mum, yes Matthew, mum, like it's just like reassurance that he wants to know I'm actually there. Dad, dada, daddy, nana, nan for nanny. He will say papa. Recently he's starting to say papa. It was baba and now it's papa. He says ball. He says hat. Now we're really trying in relation to the body parts now. So we'll say like head, eyes, ears. So he's picked up, we'll say Matthew, where's your butt? And now and again he will do this and like slap his bum to show me where his bum is. He has said bum as well. So yeah, we're just continuing like with the body parts and that. He has said head, and he can point at his nose and his ears, but I find he does get really distracted, so you have to kind of really make him concentrate in relation to doing that. He is obsessed with books. He loves books, like book mad. He'll sit there and just like flick through his little book. He, what else? He loves playing with all his toys. He's obsessed with his toys. Recently we got him a little plastic desk kind of thing with the chair kind of hooked onto the desk, because I found that he just wanted out of his high chair all the time when he was eating, and this gives him so much independence. So he will sit there, he's got his little suction bowls and his little suction plates, and they sit on his desk, and he loves just sitting at his desk, eating at his desk, drinking at his desk, playing at his desk. So he's loving that so much, and I just got that from Argos. So yeah, that's really him. I mean, I don't really think there's much else to update you on. He is to start creche soon. Very soon. He was to start creche last week, but we didn't get him in. So we're going to get him in hopefully next week. I've been waiting since before Christmas because this woman has such an amazing reputation, and I really want him in this particular creche. And we're just going to ease him in gently, so like for an hour or two initially, and then see how he goes. So yes, thank you so much for watching, and that's really him. That's all his updates. He's an amazing child. He's keeping us so busy. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and comment below, and I would love to get chatting to you all. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.